Buenos dias, señoritas, señoras. Right now I am in Puerto Escondido, that is the coastside with the South Pacific Ocean, really embedding and rising for the first time everything termed crystalline grids, because they have been hidden for a long time. Sorry for the noise, but it's impossible to record anything here without noise. So here I'm trying to do my best to get some quiet space, as life is quite different here, and opening up sacred geometrical patterns that are straight from your source and your connectivity with your divine force is an exclusive experience right here, as I've been swimming with dolphins, opening up to the whales, the hump whales, and whatever there was in the ocean. So the waters are very clear here, and thus it is a high time to open up to crystalline gridding that have been hidden under the surface of the ocean, under the ground layer, the sand layer, where we find still a lot of corals, we find a lot of colorful fish, we find so many beautiful things, and you can swim along the fish, you can swim along the dolphins, because they actually direct you and opening up the next layer in your pillar of light with the interconnectivity with the crystalline grid. So the first one I got was green light go, and thus here, if anybody doesn't know what the term gringo means, like it has a bad connotation actually, but it's not in my in my consciousness. So I met up, right, every place I go I just meet the right people at the right time. And over here in Puerto Escondido I met people from Mexico City, and that couple were lawyers, so high intelligence, high mentality, and high level conversations, which is my intention all the way. And thus you get what your intention is, and thus you manifest that. And they explained to me, like in Mexico City we have like a castle that is truly connected to the invasion happening in Santa Fe in the 1800 something, and thus the term gringo comes from green light go, because those gringos, they were wearing a green shield, and they would tell the Irish people, like, you go, you know, we have a green shield, you go, you don't invade, you don't come into Mexico, it's our country, you stay away. And I actually love that explanation from a gringo, and it's still green light go, because green light go, as I've seen, matches perfectly the crystalline ground grid under the ocean in the South Pacific, and from it rises the pearlescent ray, because I bought some pearls that are, you know, that have like a let's say pink pearly vibration from the ocean here, and connecting that with, of course, the Tahitian pearl, bringing together the South Pacific and the Caribbean Sea, in which we find a lot of geometrical patterns making up the new world we are entering. I think many people have suffered from huge turnarounds and shift during January, February, but believe me, everything is lifting right now, everything is lifting, and thus also I deem it very important for you to know that wearing crystals, becoming the crystallization through the crystals that you wear, are massively important, because they open up your particular geometrical pattern. And thus right here, I'm so sorry guys, but I'll try to do it when being back in Europe. I have no time to create the design, but it came down like the aquamarine origin came through green light go, diagonal universal grids, but like ellipses, creating a flower. On these ellipses we had the male, female component, finding that back in the I am presentation. The I am presence is a special geometrical pattern that you can own if you claim it, if you focus, because anything not in focus will not bring through anything worthy actually, and thus the celestial embodiment, living light embodiment versus the old embodiment will truly make it and bring through the complete change in the body, in hair, nails, anatomy, or biology, lifting up in living light and light patterning that create with the gemstones that you wear, and these gemstones open up your geometrical pattern. So these aquamarine ellipses in the lavender I am presentation that is connected to the Irish origin, and with the spiritual waves going from ultraviolet to ultra red, then that is exactly the divine line in which everything opens up when living in the celestial Shambhala body with the color of light. So here that opened up with the pearl essence, male, female, let's say atoms that open up light particles, and they were circling around each of 12 ellipses. I've seen 12 ellipses, and that opened up within the Knights of the First Order, the equilateral cross in the white way, the white economics. As many have seen the suffering in January, February, that is due to white lightning, white purification, white economics, and thus the white way through Pluto and the universal equation, or the white dragon, moving from the suffering of most earth signs during 15 years, is moving into the Aquarian green light gringo go. And that is the shift that is coming through, because most people will find a rise in economics and financial situations, and many are completely plugged in the jobs that doesn't fit, environments that doesn't fit, spouses that do not fit, so you remain actually unplugged. And everything that is a bad vibration and you can't live your own vibration means you are unplugged. Though in celestial body you're always plugged in, and you go to the worst of situation without any hassle, any trouble, anything, old world. And thus here I would suggest really bring through some focus in what your next step forward is, especially in the crystalline grid, in the crystalline kingdoms, and also divine, what you need to wear. Because I've seen so many people completely off in combining crystals. Like most of the time, I know I'm a Christmas tree. You don't have to be. One crystal can go a long way. So having the combination and feeling light in the body while opening up the next level of lights with the correct crystals, that need some focus and some redirection with your direct connect to your source. So here I'm opening up quite new individual sessions. If you don't know what to wear, how to move forward, and what has been stuck mostly from family members, environments, and everything that is in there with any connectivity you may have had in the past with any entity on the globe that could cut you down. So it's a matter of getting that out, wearing the perfect crystal that gets that out, working with it for at least 1 month, and then change over your crystals. So, and that can be many, of course. It can be 1, 2, or 3, or it can be a crystalline grid in the home, with which you meditate while wearing and integrating the next layer. And then when you focus truly on what is coming through and bringing the combination with the elements, especially water and air for the month of March, opening up into the fire vibration, you will feel a huge shift and turnaround around mid-month March. Anyways, March to April are the months every year. And this year, the 8th year, everything is different because 8, double eights, and thus my eternal 8 portal alignments bring through the easy way to align with, and all that information is in the description box should you fancy that, or just subscribe to my newsletter. There's loads of information there if you want to be informed out of the old world and into the origin of creation with the divine, in which you feel the vibrations 24/7. If you don't feel the vibrations and calculating the old atoms into light particles, you're offline. That's as simple as it gets. Don't look for anything. Get your alignment in, and especially in the new tree of life, in the new light body that has been downloaded and is accessible for everybody, because we are in the age of re-education, the age of technology, the age of renewal, and thus green light go again. So and thus it's getting really interesting, because if you set your light body in right here in the month of March, go straight into the celestial Shambhala bodies, then you actually have it all, and you can make also your life with it, your business with it, your job with it, because you can start healing out people with your voice, with codes, with crystals, with numbers, and like I do, my highest level power comes to the what of power. Like the word I speak in individual session is what is coming through, and you feel the shift and changes immediately. That is how healing should go, even in high level atomic vibration. Like here, when I jump into the ocean and I focus and I dive and I communicate with the fish, with the elements, with the plant kingdom, with whatever I see, because it's very clear here, and the entire platform of Mexico is so extremely clean. I've never seen that in any country. I mean, you don't see any trash on the road, on the beach, on everywhere you go. It's perfectly clean and organized, which is a great feature. So especially here, rising with crystals that open up the next layer, with water opens up the next layer in your capacity to open up high altitude air compositions, because the air is basically what killed the body. And so when rising beyond the matrix, living in the celestial Shambhala grids 100% with eternal measures, the eternal I am presence, then nothing can hit you, and you elevate the omnipresent air component in it, meaning you could never get tired, you could never be offline, you could never be unplugged. Most people are so much unplugged to their essence, to their source, to their knowledge, to their purity, which has been felt a lot more intense in the months of January, February. So expect a huge, pleasant turnaround when in alignment. When doing nothing, you will receive nothing. That is as easy as it can get. And thus not asking anybody else to do the work for you, because you need to go through your own source to get your own alignment, and nobody can do it for you. You can get assistance, you can get your own alignments, you can get anything that helps you there. Still you need to do the work, and that is the new age bringing through. And thus the changes from March all the way into the summer solstice is going to be a huge platform, because we are all moving into the eternal I am presence, the eternal 12 spirals. And that is a massive study on its own, and thus my eternal portals explains a lot more in the ease and grace. If you want ease and grace, monthly alignments with not too much work and yet moving forward, that's the thing you can have if you want that. So here I would definitely suggest and connect with as much people as you can. Do the work you're expected to do. Everybody has an assignment when living as one with the divine, as one with the one, as one in the body of purified essences, and thus an entire team. When you live in the Makiva or the I Am presence with the crystalline sphere, that interlinking and connecting with the crystalline sphere of the body of one, then automatically the team lifts you up. And the team is on the ground floor right now. If working with the invisible way, everything comes visible. So there shouldn't be any hardship, anything, unless you're not doing anything. Because people most of the time do not get it, do not understand that we all have an assignment and working in service of our source. And once you get that, you'll get everything else. And so, but, release the but. Get your alignment in, do the work. Could be just holding the grids half an hour a day, could be talking to children, could be lifting the animal, could be very small things, and then your source directs you and gives you the right place, it gives you the right job, gives you the right finances. But if not in alignment and not at least filling out your assignment, how can you possibly expect your source to move through when you don't have any connection? So the logic of the divine is coming through and is asking or requesting everybody to move into alignment, move in their assignment, do the things you are directed to do with special skills, special qualities, and they need to be polished every day, because the higher you get in skills and qualifications, in which you can upgrade every day from a foundation into an celestial body, into the elements body, into the Shambhala body, into the universal body, into the omnipresent, then your life gets massively interesting because you get informed and educated the right way. And that is all there is. There is no wrong or right way. There's only a very slow and a very fast way. That's, also a choice. And you will never ever be judged. You will never ever have people that have an opinion on you. Yet we stream together as one. We are all equal in divine alignment. Anything less, there is no equality, there is no balance, there is no harmony. It doesn't exist, as we have seen. So the separation between the new living light world and the dense world is going to be catastrophic somehow. But living in light, you will not experience that. You will open your own geometrical pattern from one platform into the next. Noise or voice. They're selling water. I don't know, it's buzzing. You see the truck? They sell water because you can't drink natural water here, so they have these big buckets, and so we all live together. So I'm not cutting this out of the video, it's part of life, it's part of enjoyment, it's part of everything. And thus, these lawyers, these people from Mexico City invited me over there, and seeing how life is up there, I see that, most of them, or most of the meetings I have is all connected to resetting business. And reason why Pluto is moving from Capricorn into the Aquarian energies, and thus resetting all the economics and businesses and jobs and places all over the world. So it's something that is supremely in alignment, actually. So let me know here in the comments, what kind of crystals do you wear? How many times do you change them? How do you put them in your energy field? How is the working mechanics in your biology? And do you feel it? What's the effect on your eyes, on your channel, on your ears? All these are components that are so important, especially, when we have a chariot of fire or a fire engine that is the light body. It has pilot flames that flames through with the eternal flame. That is, that song, the eternal flame. And when you align to that, even only that, and holding the focus and just breathing through 1, 2, or 3 ways, combination of 3 is perfect, then you have the changes, then you are in alignment, then you get, but you need to know the first 22 ways of creation, how to work with it, make the combination so it can open up through the crystals that you wear a design that oftentimes is a geometrical pattern, not in the airy fairy world like we find on Google, but on the inner world, and that becomes crystal clear as you can see me. So I hope definitely that this video was of some assistance to you, and that you start to think for self, think from the inside out, and get your power in, get your self-worth in, get your skills in. With those 3, you have it all going. And it's a matter of just getting disciplined, getting your structure there, and doing it every day without having an opinion on self, and definitely not any judgment. And with it comes everything you would ever need in divine alignment, because that is all there is to it. And then you will find life shifting, changing, bringing things on a golden platter to you, and also making it a lot more interesting. So definitely for the month of March, connect to the South Pacific Ocean, connect to the vibration, connect to the fire vibe that is all the way into the South Pacific, and make it your own alignment, make it your source telepathic communication, and allow it to come true, as that is all that you need. And eliminate any fear, any doubt that is in those equations, because getting out of that and going completely fearless, you have to really jump into it, because with your connection to your source, you're always in resurrection.